Joining me now via Skype to discuss the all-important First Aid Day and how we can benefit from first aid and pre-hospital care. Officer Daniel Edobor, thank you for joining TVC News at this time. So what are your thoughts on how we can better awareness or increase awareness for people, especially those people whom we described as very vulnerable?
Thank you very much. For us in the ICRC, our focus is a little different from the national society. So our focus is on conflict areas where we want to build capacity of people who may have been uh, may not have access to healthcare as a result of fleeing their environment based on the incidents that may have happened in the violent incidents that may have happened in those areas. We realize that healthcare professionals may have fled the hospital settings, and so we help to build capacity of people in those areas, help to build capacity of the hospitals, help to build capacity of the community in those areas. So for us, our thought is getting healthcare support to those communities, to those affected population as much as possible so that we are able to bridge the gap between medical care and getting them to proper aid.
And then what are the odds against, workers like yourself, seeing as how you put it now, Red Cross workers primarily work in conflict areas. So what are the odds and how have you been able to challenge them and to surmount them, and not forgetting the fact that, how do we, achieve the primary objective, which is to give help to those who are really in need?
I didn't get that, please.
Right. So I'm asking now, how has the Red Cross been able to surmount challenges in your work to, deliver relief to those who are really in need?
In our code of conduct, we've made it a pattern now so that our relationship with the communities, our relationship with people we help has given us access. From over time, the way we work, the way we relate to them has given us access. And this is a very important aspect for us in reaching out to the beneficiaries. We go there, when we are dealing with them, we ensure that we deal directly with the beneficiaries. We rarely use intermediaries. So for us, it's safety driven. We are humanitarian in nature. And so we are assigned to this job and we just do our thing. And because of the way we deal with the community, we have over the time been quite safe, even in the unsafe situations.
So how can you garner further support now? Because some skeptics might still be wondering, okay, so an attack happens at this point now, how long will it take for Red Cross, for example, now to give this aid? Or like you said now, how do you, bridge the gap?
Now for us, in the ICRC, what we do is that we help to build capacity of people in those areas, now especially in those conflict areas. So we have a group of people we call CFAT, that is Community First Aid, who we have trained through our partners in the Nigerian Red Cross Society. So these are community-based people. So if incidents like this or emergencies like this happens, they are able to help do the little first aid they can do before they get these persons to the hospital. Same vein, we also have some other groups we train, which are our major focus group. Those are weapon bearers. That is where you talk of the army, the police, the frontliners usually, and some other specific groups like the vigilante groups and others, who most times are on the front line. We help to build their capacity on first aid so that they are able to help themselves when they are injured, or help people, their colleagues as the case may be, or people around before medical help arrives, or before they get these persons to proper medical aid, usually a distance far away from where the incident may have happened. That's the best we've been able to do to bridge the gap. We've also supported some health structures in those areas that may have been demolished, maybe with staffs, in some cases with medical equipment, in some cases with manpower as the case may be, just so that they are able to bridge the gap of those things they do not have before they get to better medical care.
Fighting the odds there now, and yet, making headway. ICRC First Aid and Pre-Hospital Care Officer Daniel Edobor, thank you very much for your contributions on the news today.
Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure speaking with you.